Hey there. I'm out with my sheep again. There's Goody Two Shoes, or as we renamed her, Naughty Two Shoes. So today I've taken the gals off of our land. There's our place right there. We're just on the other side. But that's because this great state of Arizona is an open range state. And that means if you don't want your land grazed, you have to fence them off. So we are free to wander and make the most out of this space. And we're having a bit of higher temperatures than average, which is something I'd hoped for the garden. But it's a nice, dry, hot day today. Gonna be approach 90. It's like 88 today. And you can see the state of the pasture. It looks like this everywhere. The cattle company hasn't grazed this section in a year and a half. So this is just this pasture recovering. Amrock is really coming into his own with this new procedure, this new routine for us. He picks a nice shady spot, and he is our lookout. So he has picked up on coyotes in the past, and he'll bark and run for them and chase them away so that me and the sheep are safe. So something I've noticed is that when you see areas that are just kind of, looks like kind of standing hay out there, or even, near and far, where it looks like standing hay, that's because the ungrazed residue from last year is standing up, and that's good roughage, good dry material for these ladies. And from what I've read, you don't want your breeding ewes to get too fat, especially not the ewe lambs, and they're getting kind of fat. But that can make it harder for them to get pregnant. And they can also get fatty udders, which is no good. So actually grazing this kind of rough material is mighty fine stuff for these ladies. And we are developing a communication. I'm getting a thermal blow through right now. Right, so if I stand, I'm kind of a linchpin, and they'll fan out and they'll graze a spot up. I can kind of amble along on this cow path a little bit, and I like to stay more of to the side of them or just barely behind them, because then I kind of drive them on forward. And notice them reacting to Amrock trotting past. This lady is really pushy. So I'm turning my back to her, but if I had both hands, hello, then I would put my palm on her forehead and then tell her to graze. So that tells her to move on. And of course, Trixie 6 here, number 6. Trixie is the other naughty one among the two shoes for getting out and being unfenceable. I know, Mrs. Robinson, go graze. So today we're going to push along this cow path, and then it connects with some like truck tracks, and that takes us back to the county road, which is kind of like our driveway. So each day I can choose a route and guide these ladies and give them their lunch menu for an hour and a half or so until they start to want to lay down and ruminate. And then they're eager to go back home and get a drink of water in their kennel, in their corral, and wait till dinner time. So what I've learned is that between the hours of 1 and 3 p.m. is the photosynthesis maximus period, and that's when you get the most sugar saturation in the sap of the plants, and so that's the most carbohydrates for your flock. And so along with the sugar comes with all the other minerals that are used in photosynthesis and nutrient transport within the plant body. So I go ahead and pick what is normally, kind of our siesta time when it's too hot. It's a very pleasant afternoon temperature, even at 88. It's not like it was during that heat wave where it was like 100 UV 11. I think our UV is only 9 right now. And it's just very pleasant to come out here during the high bricks time, and that way you get the most bang for your free fodder. All right, in between kitten feedings, it sure is a relaxing and uplifting activity. All right, that's enough for today. Cheers and blessings.